Hi everybody, it's Ashley. I just wanted to do a quick video about cold contacts, and I just want to encourage you to be making at least 1 to 3 a day minimum. It's a really good number to start with, and as you have more time and it's faster and easier, bump that up. As many as you can do a day, the better. As you sit down to figure out who you're going to be cold contacting, anybody and everybody on your Facebook, you need to be sending messages to. Every single person on your Facebook needs to hear from you or somebody else on your team about Plexus. If you have somebody on your Facebook that is with another company, I would just suggest kind of feeling that situation out, whether you see how their company is working for them, compare compensation plans, or if they're not really active with their company, then just go ahead and send a message and, see how it goes. When you send a cold contact, you just want to keep it kind of short, 3 to 5 lines, maybe a few more. Be personal, talk about them, comment something on their Facebook wall before you send them a message. Make sure everything in their life is going good. Make sure there hasn't been a death in the family or anything like that. You want to be sensitive when you're sending these messages. So make sure you go to their wall, see how they're doing before you send the message. If they're on vacation or there's been a life situation, then just put that on your, a few weeks down the road or a month or two down the road to then contact that person. But don't forget about them. When you go to send the message, like I said, you want to keep it kind of short. You want to start out with a greeting, talk about them. I like to just say, hey, I'm doing really good. I'm loving life here in Alaska. And a lot of the time that'll spark interest, and they'll come to my page and they'll see all my kids and my Alaska lifestyle and all that stuff. And then they'll also see how much I love my Plexus. And that's a really good way to engage people that you maybe haven't talked to in a while. I also always want to be passionate and excited. You don't want them to sound boring or salesy. And then you want to end with a question, something like, have you ever tried Plexus? What do you like about Plexus? What do you know about Plexus? And that'll usually get a response. Not always, but sometimes, and most of the time I don't know anything about Plexus except for what you posted, or I have heard good things about Plexus. I've been wanting to learn more, but I haven't, taken the time to know. That kind of a thing. Let's say you sent like 10 messages and you haven't gotten any responses. I usually like to wait about a week after I send a cold contact, and a week later I like to send a voicemail follow-up. And I love the voice messaging. It is so fast and it's so personal, and people really get to hear the excitement in your voice, and they have to listen to it. I mean, they're not going to not listen to it because they want to know what it's about. They're curious. So I like to keep those around 30 seconds if possible. I usually, again, start out with a greeting, something personal, and then I'll just say something like, I wanted to see if you had read my message that I sent you last week. I am loving my Plexus, and I'd love to share more with you. Could I tag you in a few key posts about our products or about the business? Let me know if you're interested in hearing more, and if you're not interested right now, or if now's not a good time for you, you can let me know that as well. That kind of gives them an out. Some people won't respond at all because they don't know how to say no thank you, or they don't know how to say that now's not a good time. So a lot of times I've gotten a few messages back that say, I'm about to have a baby in a couple of weeks, I just can't think about this right now, but that doesn't mean that I'm not interested. Check back with me later on, or I'll let you know later on. So that's really good. If you get a no thank you or I'm not interested, I always like to send a response with, oh, no problem, so glad to hear from you, thank you for letting me know. If at all down the road you want to hear more, please let me know. And if you know anybody that needs balanced blood sugar, or to lose weight, or more energy, or deals with inflammation, chronic pain, just list a few things that Plexus can help with. Can you just pass them my name for me, as I'm looking to share these products with everybody because they've changed my life. So, you kind of just give them some more to think about. You end it, but you give them a few more things to think about. If they still don't respond after a voice message, then I usually kind of go to like a monthly basis. You don't want to keep messaging every week. That's going to get really annoying, and they're going to block you. So don't do that. So I would wait like a month. And then I would just send another quick, usually at that point I cut it way down, like 1 or 2 sentences like, I love my plexus, I'm so excited about it, I really want to share it with you, let me know if I can I tag you in a few posts, something like that. So that's just kind of what I do. Usually I hear something after like my 3rd or 4th contact, but sometimes it does take longer. So a lot of the times they say it can take up to 12 contacts before somebody responds to you or says yes. So don't quit after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10. Keep going, okay? But don't be spammy, don't be salesy, be personal. And if somebody does respond to you right away, which you will, you'll get responses, and you'll get good responses. Make sure that you, again, make it about them. Listen to what they're saying, and make sure you pay attention, to what they're saying and what they need, and recommend the best products for them. Be very thorough and make sure you do your research. I have a lady right now that I'm talking to who needs gluten-free, and our products are gluten-free, but she's wanting them to be certified gluten-free. So I'm working on to see if that is, because I want to do my part. I don't want to tell her something and then her have a bad experience because I didn't do my research. And again, end with questions, keep them engaged. And, if you ever need help, we're here to help you. So make sure you're cold contacting every day if possible. And make sure you do those follow-ups, because I forgot what they say. It's something about the follow-up. But follow up, because that's where it is. 9 times, you're not going to get, most of the times you're not going to get somebody after 1 response. If so, you're really lucky. Most of the times it's going to take a lot more. So keep going. It might take some time, but keep going and keep posting on your wall. Stay active, but send those cold contacts, because that's where it is. You got to talk to people. You got to ask them. You have to approach them. All right, you guys are doing awesome, and I can't wait to hear how your cold contacting goes. Talk to you later.